from 40 Below Fruity, and I'm back on day 3 of the watermelon cleanse for a Q&A video. I'm going to cover all the questions you guys sent me about it. If you have any more questions, post them in the comments below, but hopefully I'll cover everything in this video. So question number 1 is, how many big or small watermelons should you eat in a day? This is going to differ for every person, and I encourage you not to measure by the melon size. It's really hard to say how much edible flesh is inside of a melon. I personally measure by the cup, and I do the diced cup, and I put that in a chronometer, and that's how I measure how much I'm eating in a day. Just to give you an idea, I'm eating about 2,000 calories a day from watermelon. This is the last day, and it's about 2.5 large watermelons. But large can be interpreted in so many different ways. So if you have a food scale, that would be even better. You can actually measure for yourself, but otherwise using cups is fine. Question number 2 is, should you eat your watermelon whole or should you blend it? And that's entirely up to you. I like a mixture of both because sometimes I just feel like eating it whole, or if it's a really good quality watermelon, you can just put some lime or lemon juice on it, or you can just blend it into a smoothie, or you can blend it and then strain it into juice. Another great idea would be to blend the watermelon with some lime or lemon juice. Personally, I love lime. Watermelon, lime, and basil. Those 3 ingredients together are incredible. And then you can freeze it and then have shaved ice. Question number 3 is, how long should you do a watermelon island for? I suggest if you're going to do a monofruit island for a long time that you choose something other than watermelon, and that's simply because you cannot get enough calories from watermelon over the long term. In my opinion, it's okay to do 3 days worth of 2,000 calories a day, but personally for myself, if I did that any longer than 3 days, or tried to do a week or 2 weeks or a month, I would go crazy because I need more calories than that on a regular basis. If you are thinking of doing a longer monofruit island and you want to heal your digestion or some other problem that you're dealing with, I encourage you to go for a fruit like bananas or mangoes or dates or something like that, or even do a combination of the 2 of them together. Question number 4 is, how much water should you drink if you're doing a watermelon cleanse? Well, obviously you are going to be getting lots of water from the watermelon itself, but personally I love water. I'm always drinking water. I drink 4 to 5 liters a day when I'm eating any other kind of fruits. While I was eating the watermelon, I was drinking about 3 liters of water a day. That may seem like too much for you, and you may think you have to go to the bathroom that much more, but I just got back from a really long, exhausting plane ride and catching up on sleep, so I was already dehydrated a little bit, so I think that's why I needed a little extra water. You're really going to have to see for yourself. The way to gauge if you are drinking enough water is if you are peeing 10 to 12 times a day clearly. Question number 5 is, should you supplement with greens? I say yes, because I love eating greens, and I think it's really not a good idea to go a long time without eating greens. Obviously, simplicity is best, so if you wanted to do a watermelon and cucumber island, those go really well together. Or like you saw, I ate some arugula from the garden or spinach from the garden, or you could change up the green every day. It's still eating really simply, and it's not like you're not going to reap the benefits of watermelon island if you eat a little greens along with it. I will say though, if you are going to supplement with greens while you're on watermelon island or any other kind of monofruit island, make it simple. Maybe blend the greens in with the watermelon or the bananas or the mango. Or just eat them whole. One of the benefits of eating this way and doing a monofruit cleanse is to enjoy the simplicity of the flavors of the food that you're eating. So give it a try and try to eat the greens whole. And you may not like certain greens in their whole state, but find one that you really love and it'll make it that much easier for you. Question number 6 is, should you experience cravings on a watermelon island? I would say you're more likely to experience cravings on a watermelon island as opposed to a mango island or a banana island, and that's because you cannot eat as many calories. Watermelon is very water rich, obviously, and the volume of food that you'll be eating is so much higher than any other denser fruits. But if you are experiencing cravings, please just do it for a shorter period of time, or try to eat more watermelon if you can. This really isn't about restricting yourself in any way. It's really just to feel that lightness and that feeling of vibrancy during the summer. So you're not here to limit yourself. I'm not promoting the watermelon cleanse so that you can restrict your calories in any way. That's really not a good idea. So if you're experiencing really intense cravings, then maybe watermelon island just isn't for you. Question number 7 is, should you experience water retention when you're on watermelon island? Theoretically, no, but we all come from so many different diverse backgrounds that it's really hard to say if you have a history of calorie restriction or really severe dieting, or you are a coffee addict or a salt addict. Absolutely, you could experience water retention. That's a really general question, and I can't really answer it specifically, but generally, no, the more water that you drink on this lifestyle, the quicker everything flushes out. But if you are experiencing some water retention, you have to give it time because this definitely isn't a quick fix. Question number 8 is, how long did it take me to get hungry in between my watermelon meals or watermelon smoothies? I think hunger is way overrated. I don't like to get hungry. When I feel hungry, I feel angry and undercarb, and that is a place I never want to go to. So I never ever wait till I get hungry to eat. And that may seem counterintuitive, but I love eating, and I find by the time you actually feel the hunger that most people recognize in their stomach, it's too late and you needed food a half an hour before or an hour before. True hunger actually doesn't start in your stomach when you feel ravenous and ready to kill somebody to get to the banana or the watermelon. True hunger starts in your throat, and you'll feel the desire for food. So if you look at something and it looks edible and it looks like something you'd want to eat, you're hungry and it's time to eat. Question number 9 is, what is the best mono meal or mono fruit island for somebody who's been living the low-fat raw vegan lifestyle or the high-carb raw vegan lifestyle or raw till 4 lifestyle or whatever it may be for a while and still aren't experiencing all the benefits or experiencing the bowel movements that you want to? So the improved digestion, the effortless digestion that it should be. I would say the best mono fruit island for something like that would be one of juicy fruits. Maybe not watermelon, like I said, because it is difficult to get the calories in long term, but something like mangoes I would definitely recommend. Question number 10 is, how long do you have to do a mono fruit island to get the benefits? Well, even a few days I think will give you some great benefits, but if you're looking to heal something like IBS or digestive issues, you may not be able to heal it in the weeks or months that you could do a mono fruit island. For that, I really suggest just switching to a healthier lifestyle, raw till 4 or low fat raw. That will give you the results long term, but I really have to reiterate that this is not a quick fix. When you come from a past history of bulimia or anorexia or IBS or some sort of problem with your digestion and your colon, it's going to take time. Take it from me, it does not heal overnight. It took me years, but the results are worth it after a long time, and you feel so incredible. So I think if you are planning on doing a mono fruit island, a month is a good time to really reap all of the benefits you possibly can. But in that case, I would recommend supplementing with some greens. Question number 11 is, will you feel just as satisfied drinking a watermelon smoothie, so the blended watermelon or watermelon juice, as you would eating the whole watermelon? I actually find that I feel more satisfied after drinking a smoothie, usually because I can drink it much faster, and I'm all about getting as much food in my stomach as possible, as quickly as possible. So try it for yourself. Obviously, if you blend the watermelon, you still have all of that fiber. It's going to be much more satisfying than if you juice the watermelon. The last question is, will you lose a lot of weight doing a mono fruit island? So this is not about weight loss. If you are focused on losing weight by doing some quick fix diet plan, this is not it. Trust me, that is going to get you nowhere. Please do not focus on weight loss. Yeah, weight loss might be a great benefit and a side effect from it, but if you make that your main focus, you're going to become obsessed and you are eventually going to lead to restricting yourself in some way, and that's not what this is about. The whole idea of focusing on one fruit at a time or 2 fruits at a time with a veggie mixed in is so that you can experience the abundance of that particular fruit or vegetable in its season. It's not supposed to be about restrictions. So can you lose weight? Of course you can. Anytime you eat healthier and live a healthy lifestyle that's going to last you long term, you will likely lose weight, but don't make that your main focus. And I'm not going to make any promises to you because, again, everyone comes from so many different diverse backgrounds that it's really hard to say. I hope that answered all of your questions about Watermelon Island. This was an incredible experience for me. And yeah, I know I supplemented with other things, but I do not like to restrict myself in any way. So saying that I can only eat one fruit or another really actually sets me up for failure because I love breaking the rules and making challenges for myself that I don't have to meet. So that's just my nature. If you want to eat only watermelon, then by all means, go ahead. But I love supplementing it with a little bit of berries and a little bit of arugula or other kind of greens like cucumber. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to 40 Below Fruity, and I will see you guys next time.